All right, fellas, ladies and fellas out there in motorcycle, YouTube, Facebook land, it's your boy Rome. I'm out on these filthy Katy streets heading into Houston, Texas, and it's around 5 o'clock, and man, it's a lot of traffic. But hey, I'm on my bike, so man, I ain't about to sweat that. Let's see if we even make the light. It's bike night in Houston. But to me, that's just any other night. You know, as many of you probably already know, my riding career, if you want to call it that, I started off pretty much as a commuter. I went through a number of different types of bikes, and I rode literally on a daily basis to work, to school, wherever I was going. Whatever type of weather came around, we just tried to be prepared for it. We didn't even have anywhere near the type of gear that we have today. There was a couple of companies that had put out rain suits and some leather gear, but most of that was track oriented, well, as far as the leather gear goes. And most people, regardless of their income, it was just way out of their price range, to be able to afford a tracksuit just for everyday riding. Plus, you think about how uncomfortable that would be, having to wear a tracksuit, and then also your clothes, your work clothes or your school clothes underneath that. Ooh-wee. I'll get hot just thinking about it. Something I was thinking about the other day, and I think it's something that I do because I'm old school, but how many of you guys use hand signals when you're riding? Or do you just, for the most part, rely on your turn signals on your bike? I guess because I grew up, riding around old school riders, and that was way back in the day. As we started to ride, at an early age, we had learned all of those hand signals before most of us even had a motorcycle license. So by the time we started riding on the streets, that was just second nature to us. It's just like another language. It's how you communicated with other people. But I noticed that most guys that I see out on the road have no concept of hand signals. And I don't think it's even taught in the motorcycle preparation class, that you have to take, now to get, your permit to ride your bike. I don't believe they teach anything like that. So if you don't know how to use hand signals, it's not that difficult to learn. Literally you can just Google motorcycle hand signals, and there's probably 1,000 JPEGs or files or websites out there that'll give you an illustration of some sort that'll pretty much just walk you through it, and you just start practicing them. But most of them are no different than the old school hand signals for driving a car. It's just you're doing it on a bike. I mean, there are some specific hand signals just for bikers, like a hazard ahead, tapping on your helmet, which, and most of us, we use that to mean police ahead or something like that. But it really just depends on, obviously the environment that you ride in And if you ride among other riders, or if you're pretty much just a commuter or solo rider, you know, I've always been curious about, you know, how each person's riding skills develop. And, you know, like a lot of us, you know, we were taught by our uncles or our fathers or our older brothers or something like that. Where many people didn't have any of those influences. Well, I would say many people today don't have those influences. You know, they literally just decide, hey, I want to own a motorcycle, and they start doing the research, Google, and, you know, figure out the basics of what they need to know in order to, you know, get their license and get out there and start burning them streets up. So anyway, that was just, you know, my question for the day. You guys tell me down in the comment section, you know, if you do use hand signals. If you don't, why? And if you plan on using them in the coming future. Yay, yay! Gas is $1.94. Well, that's for the regular gas. I can't run that on my bike. Come on, people. Popo back there, but taking a nap. Uh-oh. Better slow down. I see 5-0. See, the advantage to having no particular place to go, you don't really care about the traffic. I just get bored, man. I just ride around everywhere. I cut in and out, see what's going on. This street, that street. It's all good. I see you. Man, are you kidding? Did you not see me?
I can't hear you.
You did not see me when you just cut me off?
I did not, sir. I'm sorry.
All right, man.
Here, and I'm just trying to get across the street. I apologize.
I hear you. Be careful. Man, everywhere you go is some dumbass thinking they got some kind of privilege. They better never legalize machine guns and bazookas on bikes. Because if they do, it's on. It's gonna be like Grand Theft Auto up in this bitch. I love this area. Oh, the roads over here, oh, like a damn minefield. Dum, 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 dum. Have any of you guys, you know what it makes me feel like when I ride through here? How many of you guys ride horses? You know how you kind of sit just slightly above the saddle when you ride? That's exactly what I do when I come through here. Just enough, you know, to go over these bumps without spanking myself all the way down the road. Yeah. Such similarities. Such observations. But, you know, like as to that guy that just cut me off, man, I know a lot of times we can go and just ballistic when something like that happens. But I guess I've always grown up in an environment, you know, and with a martial art background, that we learn control. And we learn to attempt, you know, to find a peaceful path. Now we know that's not always the case, but I just don't let the stuff bother me, man. I mean, I'm so used to people doing it, you know, and they're showing no respect and no regard for us, or, you know, they're obsessed with some other thing they're doing, that if you want to be out on these streets, on these twos, man, you're doing your own thing. You just got to think about it like, I'm willing to take that risk regardless. I know these fools are out here. I know these roads are dangerous, but I don't care, because I love to ride. And they ain't gonna rain on my parade. Nope, not today, not tomorrow. I think I'm gonna take a break on this traffic though, because I'm literally just riding around in traffic just to be riding around in traffic, and that's when shit happens. So sometimes it's probably a good idea to just park your ass somewhere. So that's what I'm going to do. Yep. Yay, yay! It probably fucked up my audio right there, but that's all right. I'll live with it. Yeah, you already know where I'm at. Don't act like you don't know. I'm at a Starbucks. It's starting to get dark already, but that's cool. I'm still gonna be out in these streets tonight. Used to be a gas station right there. It's been there for like, man, years, 30-40 years almost. Gone now. I guess they're gonna rebuild, put something else there.